Okay, hello everyone. My name is Selena and I am the Saving Scholar. How are we all? I am slowly getting over last week. As you all have noticed, I didn't do a video on Saturday. I will come to why in a second, but it has been busy, manic, but great. But I have spent an awful lot of money. So with that, what we're going to do is going to get straight into the intro because I have lots and lots to share. Let's go. Hello, my name is the Saving Scholar and I talk about cash stuffing, budgeting and books. If you like my content, please do all the YouTube things of subscribing, liking and commenting. But this is not financial advice. Enjoy. Okay, so let's get to it, shall we? Okay, so in a nutshell, it was my birthday week last week. And if you haven't already, please look at my previous video where you can enter for a £25 gift card voucher, which is fab. But I had some fun, lots of fun. And from that, I have also done a craft fair, which is where a lot of this money is from. So, in a nutshell, on the Sunday, not this Sunday just gone, but the Sunday before, it was my birthday, and I went to see my brother. And of course, it was his big sister's birthday, and all my family were there, and we had a big celebration, and I had quite a bit to drink. I don't know who bought what I bought, what my Saving Scholar bought, what everybody else bought, but I had quite a few beers. Luckily, I had last week off work. I wasn't too bad the next day at all. It wasn't too much, but it was really nice. And then on the Tuesday, it was take that. And I went out and I spent lots of money. I got really quite drunk. And next day, I had a hangover. I was off from work, but I had to pop in to just see this meeting. I didn't need to do anything for the meeting, but I sat there with sunglasses on. It was that bad. But I bought lots of t-shirts. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. That was fabulous. It was really nice to reminisce and sing all those songs. And that was Tuesday. Wednesday, I had to pop into work, but I was just recovering. Thursday, I was still kind of recovering. I'm getting too old for this now. And then Friday, I was back doing worky stuff and PhD stuff. And I was also prepping because I did my first craft fair. And I gained quite a bit of money from that. So that was wonderful. So it was any of you at my craft fair, thank you. And I was able to get some money. So the money that you see on the right is money that was from the craft fair. It is money that is from my penny savings challenges. We were always going to take that money out about 6 months on. So we've done that now. And we've brought everything together because we had a chat with Mr. Scholar, kind of a bit of a blowout last week. And we decided that's because partly we haven't had a holiday and we're both busy with doing lots of different things. And with me, if I'm not working, I'm doing PhD or the business or whatever. So we both decided that we really need a cruise. We need something for us when it comes to cash stuffing, rather than just spending it on credit cards and on our son. So we are hoping we'll be in a position to be able to do that. Obviously, you know that not all of our money goes into our cash stuffing. We do have buffers of us either side. So that's really the lowdown of what this is. So it was a bit of a weird week. It was I haven't put any money on Saturday for our weekly cash stuffing. So I want to make that clear because I just didn't have time. I was getting everything ready for the craft fair. I didn't have time to take cash out. I didn't have time to do a video. I just didn't have time to do it. So this is what we have: 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So £160 in £20 notes. I then have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40. So £140 in tens. And then £5 notes. So I had like £315 from all the craft fair money and everything just consolidated from the Penny Savings Challenge. So this day-to-day binder and emptying and unstuffing is actually from the week before. So not Saturday just gone, but the stuff I did the week before that. So I hadn't touched it, I haven't done anything with it because I just didn't have any time to do any sort of cash stuffing at the weekend. So this was recorded last night, Monday night, and I'm recording it Tuesday night. Okay, so this is the food. With the food, we spent little bit more. We got some nice little crispy bits, and Mr. Saban's got made me a nice homemade pizza dough for our pizza oven. So we did spend a little bit more than we would normally want to, but I was able to save 10, 11, 12, 13, about £13.50, give or take a little bit of change there. So that was okay. We were in budget, but we were just aware that we just got some extra itty bitty bits because of what we were doing. So that was food done. I'm not stuffing anything now because I've already gone food shopping, so there's just no point. So we're going to leave this week for that. Pet supplies is a monthly, but I am going to take out the coinage like I always do. And we did get a couple bits for the pet stuff. Oh, no, we got their big, huge wooden cat litter bags. Petrol, I have spent a little bit on petrol for the month. Takeaway, leave, fun times. Ugh. Okay, fun times. I just don't know. I don't know what I've spent, what I've not spent in our bank using the bank card. So I'm just taking it out. I might have not spent anything at all, fellow cash stuffers, but I could have spent a lot. And with everything but take that, I'm just taking it out. I'm just taking it out because actually I don't deserve to have that money because I did spend £50, probably a teeny tiny bit over it, take that. So I'm taking it out, I'm putting it away, and we will start again with fun. So fun times is not getting anything this week. I'm not spending anything this week. Vape, we didn't put anything in, and that is nothing there. So I'm not touching cash stuffing at all this week, which is, it sucks because it means I'm not going to have so much to save, but it just felt the right thing this week. So I just would have made mistakes. Okay, so that is everything. So I've added in that extra £10 note and some of the coinage. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to sort out how we're going to stuff this big amount. So because everything's gone a bit ping-tong and everything went, quite frankly, a bit whoopsie. Yeah, we decided this is the perfect start to be able to do a big save. So we decided that we have three big priorities that we want to focus on. We want to focus on Ben's accommodation. That's our super biggie. We want to focus on our credit card because we are hoping within the next 12 months to get a new car as well. And our third one we are going to come to, which is our holiday. So with all this money, I've had a look about how we can work this out. We are not touching anything on the low priority because the low priority is a low priority. And actually, we've got some other things that we want to do. So first of all is save for the holiday and get the credit cards down because then we can move on to a new car. That's what Mr. Saving Scholar feels we need and wants, as do I. Okay, so that is how we're going to move this forward. So low priority is barely going to be touched at all for the time being. That's just not our focus and our aim at the moment. But our high priorities still we want to push as well as the big ones. So our high priority. So I went and got my hair cut. I've got it tied up because I've been working. But do you like my hair? It's all shaved at the sides and shaved there. All my grey hair's coming through. It cost me £70, which means I still have £30 left, which is perfect because that means Mr. Saving Scholar and Jonathan can get their hair cut. Nothing is going into hair. I'm not putting any notes in there. Rainy days, we need to start again. We used it a few weeks ago in one of my previous videos. And so we're just starting off and I'm going to put £10 in there. So these ones are just going to be chugged little and often. I'd like to have that as £20 really over the next couple of weeks. We're going to see how that goes. Fun, fun, fun. Yeesh. Right, taking it out. Just taking it out because we had a pizza party on the Saturday just gone. So a little bit of context with that as well. On the Saturday, it was a craft fair. The craft fair was at my brother's work. And my son was dancing there and he brought his girlfriend. So we offered to them to come back to our house. We got loads of barbecue stuff and my husband made a barbecue, had a big barbecue. So that £20 is actually what we're taking out fun because we went and got some barbecue food. So that's why the fun's been taken out. And as you can see, I have had lots of fun this week. So fun is being emptied. I'm not going to put anything in there to begin with. Clothes is another one that needs to keep topping up. There are going to be some clothes things I'm going to need to get in September. So I need some nice new tights ready for the new academic year. So that's going to keep plodding along as well. Credit cards is one of the biggies and will be constantly pushed. So obviously that at the back there is the stuff that I've spent on my credit card and I've put it straight back and will go back into the bank. So it's not an additional, it doesn't go towards my goal of the month. My goal of the month for my credit card is £100 extra on top of what I've spent that month. So I've got £10 already. So it means I need £90 to be able to hit that target of £100 this month. And I want to just get that done now. And then I know that I've done it for this month. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. I'm still hungover a little bit, I think, because I couldn't even add up to 100. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 there. So £100 means that we have made the target for the month. All done. All done. Happy with that. You know, I always want to have more for my credit card, but that doesn't mean that it's always going to happen. And I feel that I need to attack Ben's a bit more. So that's fine. So £100 is good as long as I've got £100. Ben's accommodation is the one that's just got to keep ploughing on. This one, a minimum of £250 needs to be done, minimum, if not more. So I've got 20, 40, 50, 60. So I had a bit of a think about what I was going to put in this session, but thought, right, I really need to put this in. I wasn't very good with my calculations. This is why it's cast up and reacts. And I seemed to get in a real big muddle of how much money was what. Honestly, it's only really been today where I felt funny on it. I'm too old. I'm too old to go out. I was in the standing for Take That, and I really struggled with standing for that longer period. It was great, but me and my mum came out dying, and I woke up the next day with just aching legs and a hangover. So basically, in a nutshell, I had £60 in there, and I wanted to make it up to £250. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 81. Well done, Selena. I can't even do that right. 20, 40, 60, 81. Okay, third time lucky. Oh dear. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's it, 250. But then I was like, oh, I've got money here. Why have I got money there? So I'm debating if I want to put in 280 or 250. I had in my notes, ladies and gentlemen, it was 250. I was in such a confused mess that I just didn't know what I was doing. And I just thought, oh dear, never mind. It's okay. So much so I have to count again. How terrible is this? Don't ever do cash stuffing when you're still like a week later struggling from going on your birthday week. Oh dear. Oh, it just, just whoopsie. That's all I can really say, isn't it, really? So, yeah. So it all went a bit wrong, but I do have £250. So that means that I've made a lot there. I've been able to put that in, and also that I have reached my goal. So £250, ladies and gentlemen, is what is in there. I'm going to keep just going around and round and round in circles. But yes, £250 is going towards Ben's accommodation. I want to try and put a little bit more before the end of the month. Look at me. Selena girl, look. Oh. But £250 is in Ben's accommodation. That's the minimum I wanted to do this month, but I really want to push that more. Home decor, £10. Start plodding through that again, because it's always good to have that. So we can do bits, or if we need bits for the house. It took far too long. Oh. Okay, so that's the high priority done. Okay, I then need to move over to the challenges because we still have our annual events that need to be done. Now, I've got £10 left over because I need to pay 25p. I've got two £25 pictures to go. So I'm going to do one of the £25 today. So I have £10 already that's going to go towards that. And then I'm adding £15 so that is one down. So all I've got to do now for my summer suns is £25 to go, and then my summer annual event is completed, which is great. And hopefully I'll do that in the next couple of weeks. There's still no major rush because I actually started that a bit earlier. But that's great, and I'm nearly done. And then all the money, the £100, will then go towards my annual events. Talking of my annual events, I had a chat with my dad on my birthday, and he is adamant he doesn't want anything for Father's Day. Now, I've allocated £20 for my father and £20 for Mr. Saving Scholar's father, but my dad does not want anything for Father's Day. They're going away on holiday. He doesn't want it, and he wants us to spend it on ourselves. So I'm taking it out, and I'm compromising with my dad because what I'm going to do is that £20 is going to be split. So niece one's birthday is £20, but I've only got £10 in there at the moment. So I'm going to swap that, take the 10 out, put 20 in there. So that means 10 for my niece and 10 for me. So that's great. And then once the other 100 from the challenges come in, we can continue to chronologically fill that up. And then my binder falls over. So what we're going to do now is that we are going to move over to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of that money over there. And this is my new binder. It is my holiday binder. I was hoping to get this done and put all the labelling on while I was at the craft fair because I had my whole setup on. However, I just didn't have time. It was so busy, which is great. But this is my holiday binder. I am going to get it sorted out, but I know what I want to do for it. So this is a bigger binder. It's A5 because I'm actually going to use this as my travel binder for when we go away. So we've decided that we are going to go on a cruise. That's what we're thinking. We haven't organised anything too much yet, but we know how much we are roughly going to need to save, but we're just doing bit by bit by bit. So with that, I've got quite a few binders that I need to set up. And the first goal that we have is that we need to get passports before we can even think about where we're going to go, when we're going to go, and what we're going to do. We need to get passports. So this is the new binder. This is going to be a priority. It's always not going to be as priority enough as Ben's accommodation and credit card, but it is the one underneath. So yeah, I'm really excited to be able to go, yes, actually we are going to put a major push on our holiday because quite frankly we need it. So if we look at the setup of the binder, our first binder folder is going to be for passports and visas. So Ben has a passport, he doesn't need one. Jonathan needs a passport, Mr. Saving Scholar needs a passport, and I need a passport. My passport is out of date now and it has my married name. So I definitely need a new passport. We got married pre-COVID, so it just isn't something that we've needed to do. So the first part is that I need to get the passports for me, Jonathan, and Mr. Saving Scholar. And I'm going to say for this folder £300, so a little bit extra to get the photos done and any other admin that we need to do. So in this session I am putting in £40. That's a great little start to get going. I could have put more in, but I really wanted to focus on Ben's accommodation and the credit cards and just start tutoring on the other bits. So £40 isn't bad. That's a great little start. That's half of a passport, so that's fine. That's fine. That's a great little start. And that is all I'm going to put in for now. And then once we've got the passports, we'll get our passports done, and then we can really start thinking about where we're going to go and what we're going to do. But Mr. Saving Scholar does seem to think it's going to be a cruise. He would like to do a cruise. So that is my holiday binder, all done, and it's all nice and gold and summery. And that's it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to figure out what we are going to do with all the coinage. bear with me. I just need a quick drink. Thank you. So what we now need to figure out is what we're going to do with these coins. Now, as you know, I took a lot of coins out from my penny savings challenges. We will get back into doing that again, but we just decided just to have a break for a month. And I had lots of coinage from the craft fair. So what we decided to do, or I decided to do, is to just play a little bit of a game because, you know, everything's got a bit peak Tong. So we might as well just carry on. And I actually really enjoyed doing this. So what we are going to do, as you all know, I love a good dice, is that I've got my dice and I've got loads of £1 coins, £2 coins, and 50p's. So if we have a look at how many £1 coins we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While I'm counting up my change, how are we all? I still can't believe that we're having a general election in July. That's totally changed all my plans for my PhD. I was meant to be going into school and I can't go now because it was meant to be on election day. And I've just realised that we're nearly midway through July. It's just crazy, So yeah, I can't believe it. So anyway, we have £20 in £1 coins, £8 in £2 coins, and then we have 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, £5.50. And I wanted to do it even. So yeah, and then I realised that maybe I should check Turps, and Turps had an extra 50p. So I've got £6 worth of 50p coins. So that's what we've got to play with. And what we're going to do is we're going to let the dice gods decide slightly differently. So what we're going to do is that we're going to roll a number, and whatever number it lands on, we will give £1, or in case £2, to the binder it lands on. So hair 1, rainy days 2, fun 3, clothes 4, not credit cards, not accommodation, home decor 5, and number 6 is going to be the holiday. So quite simple, but just a little bit of fun. So we're going to start off with the £1 coins. We're going to roll the dice and see where we go. So the first number is number 5. So number 5 is home decor, which is great. We have to fill that up because we always need bits for our house. We haven't finished improving it by any means. That's great. Then we have number 2. Number 2 is rainy days. So a really good one, having that buffer. It really helped us a few weeks ago. If you watched my video a few weeks ago. And then we have number 2 again. So that's rainy days again, which is fantastic. Bit of a boring one, but a good one all the same. And then I have number 3. Number 3 is fun. Well, I suppose I could do with that because I'm not putting any money in that for a couple of weeks. And then we have number 4. Number 4 is clothes. Always really good to have the buffer for clothes, particularly if you're someone like me that I really like to get things in charity shops. So you're never just planning for it. Then number 6, yes, is the holiday, which is just wonderful to have that there. Number 2 is rainy days, a necessity. Pop that in there. Number 3, we are back to fun. The only way it's getting any money. I don't have anything planned either, so which is great. Learned my lesson. Number 2, back to rainy days. It's loving rainy days right now. The dice gods want me to behave myself, I think. And then we have number 3, which is fun. Maybe it doesn't want me to behave myself. And then roll the dice again. It is number 2. Back to rainy days. Rainy days is doing great. You might have enough for a note. So pop that in there. Then number 6 again is the holiday, which is fab. And it all just pays up. That's kind of like a drink a little bit. So, which is great. Number 3 is fun. And then we've got number 5, which is home decor. So these are all ones that are still high priority, but not ones that are going to be stuffed a lot, apart from holiday, because that's just a nice one. Rainy days is going in there again. Loving rainy days. Hair hasn't got anything yet. which is interesting. Number 3, fun, fun, fun. Now enough for a nice coffee or a nice beer. And then we've got number 5, which is home decor. So paintbrush. And then number 6, yes, definitely enough for a drink in Spain. Number 2, back to rainy days. Does anyone else have a rainy days one? Or is it just me? I just see it as a buffer when things aren't working out that day. And then another one for the holiday, and that's all my £1 coins done. Well, what we're going to do now, these ones are for £2 coins, so double the amount. So number 4 is clothes, which is great. Wonderful. I don't really shop in proper stores. If I do, it might be White Stuff, House of Fraser. Then we've got another £2 for for home decor, which is great. Number 3, £2 is going towards fun, fun, fun. Nice. Brilliant. And then last £2 is going to clothes, which is good. Still nothing in hair, I don't think. So maybe the gods just know that I don't need to put money in my hair for a little while. Okay, so here are the 50p's. 50p's, I'm going to put £1 worth of 50p's in there. So it's kind of the same denomination. I don't really like having random 50p's. So pound is going towards the holiday. And then I've got can't see that one. Oh, number 1. Yay. So the hair has got £1. That's great. Every penny counts. Number 3 is going towards fun, 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 which is great. Do you have fun, fun, fun? What do you put in your fun, fun, fun? Is it coffee? Is it books? Is it going to the pub? Number 5, home decor. There we go. Fantastic. I want to get my office done. That's what I want to do next. And then we're moving back to clothes again. And number 6, which is the holiday. So that's everything done. All the money has been put in. What we are going to do now is just see how much money that we've got. So hair had £1. Rainy days got a lot. It got a lot. So I'm going to see if there's enough here for note. If I can change it with my brother and get a note, that would be great. Because you don't tend to miss those £1 coins, do you? As much as if it was a proper note. So I've got £1, £2, £3, £4, £5, £6, £7. So I can either change it for a £5 note or just leave it for a bit longer next time I do this, which is what I'm going to do with my £1 coins. And then when I get a £10 note, I change it. Not sure yet. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, looks like I might have a note here, actually. Looking at it, let's have a look. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again, I can change it for a £5 note now, or I wait until a £10 note. I'll speak to my brother and see what he thinks. He might not want to change 5, as he's always asking for £5 notes. Okay, and then we got 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a £2 coin. Yep, £2 coins. So £6 again could be changed for 5. Home decor. I'm not sure if that's got enough for a note. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, it might do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So £6 going into home decor. So I might change that for a note. I don't think I'm going to change them more because I don't think my brother will want to give me lots of £5 notes, unfortunately. And now that's full. I can't close it. And then for holiday, we have going towards our holiday fund. We have an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So an extra £6 going towards our holiday fund, which is fab. And I'm really incredibly happy with that. It was a nice little game, and just money that I could have changed into note and put into Ben's accommodation, but actually I enjoyed that, and just having a little bit of money extra in other places that I wouldn't have put it in. I just like that. And it's still my high priority. So really happy with that. It was a nice little one. I'm going to do that more often. And I'm going to figure out what I can do because Turks has lots of change. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'm going to see. But for the moment, I don't think we're going to do the penny saving challenges for no other reason than just it's just not on my radar doing that at the moment. I just don't have enough time to be able to do that. But I don't want to do a penny savings challenge like the big one. I don't want to do that either. So that is everything for today. A bit of a strange one, bit of a weird one, but at the same time, I enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed making this video. Everything will be back to normal soon. And hopefully I will get out of the peak tongness and be able to move forward with my cash stuffing. I hope you enjoyed that. And I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Bye, everyone.